Are you centering the base? I love it when I hear that meme. It's just it's like people have adapted it to have Soldier on a webcam, so that it's like it's posed like Markiplier saying "Bite of 87," but instead he turns toward the camera saying "a red spite in his face." Oh god, I was rewatching. I want to take some time to rewatch this one. Where is it? Oh. Do I have the oh, I don't have the file here. I would show my new TikTok that I posted. It was from my birthday weekend, and there was a clip where I done goofed, and I was playing Peak, and I done goofed. I slipped off. I fell right into a sea urchin. Dottie was also playing with me. Takes a quote-unquote rescue claw. I will put air quotes over rescue because she didn't really rescue me, because she pulled me straight into another sea urchin. Isn't that just great? That's so swell. In any case, I want to watch. I was rewatching this one. Oh, also, actually, you know what? I kind of want to let this rock. I love this track. Because another way I done goofed. I really should have done that one class climb challenge from a few months ago in the opposite direction. I should have started with medic and then make my way towards pyro. I don't know why I didn't do that, because I was thinking about it, right? And I was thinking about how gun game works in Call of Duty. And you kind of start with easier weapons. Well, okay, I wouldn't say it starts you off too easy. It gives you some kind of pistol. And then you get the easier weapons, like fully automatic weapons. And then you have to get a kill with a rocket launcher, a crossbow. I'm still talking about Call of Duty, but in terms of Call of Duty, by the way. But I'm pretty sure there is a custom mode that somebody has made for gun game in TF2. I would like to try it. But I should have started with medic and then make my way towards pyro. So like medic, heavy, soldier, and I think demo is next? I don't know. But while I'm waiting for people, I kind of want to show this one. This video right here. Because this editing sounds so good. I really wish this guy made more. I mean, he has made several TF2 videos, but
Get this guy!
the bunny hop.
Oh my god.
It's off sync a bit. Hold on.
Oh my god. I want to show you some stuff.
It's off sync. I love it when free-to-plays just nod their head like that. You can never have a game as silly as this anymore. And it's free.
I'm sorry, little buddy.
Ooh. He crashed, but he still died. I'm okay at Sniper, but I'm pretty sure he's my, I don't know, second or third least played class. I might actually just try to be funny with him. And do Huntsman things. What the? What? Oh. And usually I play Engineer whenever we're on attacking side, and nobody else is playing Engie because teleporters are so... Everybody appreciates a teleporter. Oh no. Okay. No. What was it? It was... I forgot which game mode it... Okay. That was weird. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I think I actually used that as inspiration for one of my TF2 videos. I remember hopping over a rocket. And I just... Or no. I was playing... Oh no. I was playing Huntsman Sniper. I shot someone in the air, but I also got an achievement at the same time, so I just went, oh! Wait. Oh. Oh. To... I think he... Okay, no, he means... I think he means, what is it? Eyelander heads. Not like his actual head.
Yes! Okay, let's go get the snipers. Yeah, let's go! Get him, dog.
Okay. You know what I want to do? I kind of want...
This is a no trolling server, no trolling is allowed, you can't troll.
This is a no trolling server, no trolling is allowed.
Dude, I'm just farming spy kills.
Oh.
Go, fucking wall of lead.
I should have seen your freaking
You're
file.
my heavy wall.
Did you see that?
That was off key, but I do
Still
not.
alive, obviously.
I'm here to
Right
tell you
behind
right now, we don't care.
Yes, he won. He cheated. He cheated.
Oh, that's a Halloween map, I think? I think that's the... Is that the one where you put in fertilizer and player destruction? Oh.
The peeing experience. Let's join right.
What? Ooh, you know, somebody actually... What is it? That one spy main on YouTube who's put out really good spy tutorials. He put out a medic tutorial that's half an hour long. I mean, I learned a few things, however... There were also a couple things that he missed, and I commented on this, where...
Oh, there's another one.
What?
Yo.
What the...
Whoa!
Why?
Because
Engineer,
my
please.
character
Oh, thank you.
is a...
No.
Oh. Oh. Was this
That's a
Airshot
lot of
Airshot
criticism.
compilation? Oof. Oh, Market Gardens. Okay.
That's not good.
So there's this thing that you will notice that I do is that I just try to say any voice line, just any voice line. So whenever I'm healing something and I'm around 95 Uber because I don't want the enemy team just hearing me shout, "I'm fully charged!" No. So I'll just say a voice line so it'll overwrite. Since I'm already saying a voice line, I won't say that line. I won't say the fully charged voice line. I think around half of the time, I don't see medic mains doing that. Actually, no, 25% of the time. I want to say 25% of the time. 75% of the time, I actually don't see the Uber coming. I don't hear them say the line, medic. Oh, Jesus. Is that me? It wasn't me, was it? Oh! Oh! I can't Market Garden.
Xbox record that.
It must be something with my mouse sensitivity that I just turn my mouse when air strafing way too hard. Also, hello, John. How are you? I just turn it way. I just jolt it to the side way too hard, and I lose the momentum when air strafing. Wait. How is this working?
Let me just see right there.
Oh. Oh! Okay, I wish YouTube had like okay, they have super chats. Like you can donate like and then there's like super chat kind of thing. But I wish that
The booger factor.
I wish you could link it to like a preset
What
message
just happened?
or something.
He's trapped.
I don't know, something like, hey, if you redeem this, you can change my loadout, which I do have as a channel redeem on Twitch.
Which one is you're doing?
Funny ragdoll.
Oh.
Yeah, they'll never suspect a thing.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself.
Oh. Wait. Herpes.
He turned around.
Oh, that was good.
Real quick, thank you everyone for all the nice gifts. I really appreciate it. I'll put some previews on screen. And thank you all for 23,000 subscribers.
All right. Okay. I kind of want to limit it to just 9 maps for all 9 classes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, perfect. Do I want to take out any of these? Because I really wouldn't mind. Actually, no, fuck that. I don't want to play Snowy Coast. It's anything but snow, like where I live right now, because it's like 97 degrees outside right now. And I say that in Fahrenheit. I don't know how to convert that into Celsius. Actually, you know what? What's 97 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
97 degrees Fahrenheit, 6.11 Celsius.
Okay, well, there you go. For all the non-Americans. Okay, I'm gonna be playing Medic in this one. And it's funny because I'm pretty sure the first map that I played with this was also Swiftwater. Okay. Well, that was stupid. No, 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 no. Oh god. Everything is No. Okay. Alright. Okay, is TF2 still No? Okay, I guess... Okay, we gotta restart TF2. Gotta restart TF2. Wait, hold on. Steam game. Okay. No, not now. Not now. Well, Stream Arbiters is still up somehow. I don't know. But okay. Sure. Okay. Did it even put me in a thing? Did it even put me in the lobby? Is it gonna put me back in the lobby? I guess that's the real question. Okay, I have my water here. If anybody needs to redeem like a water or rehydrate. So I need to bring that empty glass. Actually, let me throw this away. I'll throw that away. I have some idea of what I'm doing. Just some idea. I have one idea. I wonder how quick somebody made an edit of Meet the Medic where it's just, you know, Doctor, are you sure this will work? Haha, no. Why is it taking so long? What do you mean not currently can... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's maintenance. Steam maintenance is on now. God damn it. Okay, You know what? I guess I'm gonna show a video. I guess I'll show the how-to man. Hold on. How to... I'll show this one. Wait, there's soldier cut content. What? Didn't even know that was a thing. What is this track? Probably should have started playing sooner.
Medic. A name he holds despite lacking the license to do so. An avoider of fights and yet has arguably the biggest impact on how they play out. Medic's strength is his ability to heal, buff teammates beyond their max health, and having access to the strongest move in the entire game. However, he has weak self-defense and needs to manage avoiding fights while maximizing his effect on the battlefield. That balancing act is the main crux of playing Medic. The more effect you have, the more momentum you give your team. But playing too aggressively or without thinking will get you killed. Medic is a game of risk management.
Oh
While
yeah,
Medic
okay,
can be
another
stressful,
thing
even
that...
a novice Medic has a noticeable...
Okay, another thing that I like to keep in mind. You can play somewhat aggressively. I will say that. If it requires it, if you need to make the push, go for it. Start overhealing people. If they want to make a push, do that. Give them the support that they need to make that push. Except when you're at 100 health or less. But you're wondering why that threshold is there? Well, if you take one rocket or grenade launcher bomb to the face, you're instantly dead. So, just careful with that. Careful with that threshold. I see in some of these clips, it bugs me. It bugs me so much. It bugs me so much that it's below 100 and you're playing, you're trying to get into some crossfire. Don't do that. Please, 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 God. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean.
Impact. And hey, the minigun is aim assisted, so you don't have to worry about your aim. At least to start with. But on that note, let's talk about how your big life-giving beam works.
I'll talk about how to practice with a crossbow.
Once
when
locked
he gets
onto
to
a
it.
patient, the minigun will begin healing them, and if they're already fully healed, they'll get buffed. This is a temporary extra layer of health that caps out at an extra 50% max health. It allows them to sponge more damage before taking damage to their main health, but it decays over time, taking 15 seconds from a full buff. You also naturally regenerate health on your own, unlike other classes. Plus, you self-heal even faster when beaming a teammate. As mentioned before,
Wait,
you
what?
only have to
Wait, hold
aim
on.
near
So-
your
okay,
target
so you
for the beam to attach. Once attached,
okay.
it only breaks if you break
Understandable.
line of sight for about a second or you get too far away. You do not have to keep aiming at the target. In fact, you can do a full 360 without breaking the beam. As you heal players, your uber charge will build at a rate of 2.5% per second. However, if your target is at or above 142.5% max health, aka pretty much fully buffed, the uber build rate will be cut in half. It is also cut in half for every medic healing the same target.
It's
Once the
so
uber meter is
annoying
full,
when...
right-click to
Like,
activate
I'm
the
fine.
almighty
I could be
uber
fine
charge.
with working
This is the
with a
medic's
second
main
medic.
big flashy
If I'm
power
already
move,
playing medic,
making both the medic
I'm
and whoever they're
already-
healing.
I'm already in my...
The only downside is that you can't
I'm
capture
locked
objectives
in,
while
I'm
Ubered
in my
because
groove
game
and
design,
all that.
and you can still be killed if you fall into a death pit, as well as the fact you are still susceptible to knockback.
Like, if
yes, I wonder
somebody else
what
wants to
this
play
class can
medic,
do.
I'll
sure,
elaborate more
I'll
on how to
appreciate
effectively
that.
use Uber
Because
later,
I'm just one.
but I don't
I'm just
think
one
I need
medic.
to
I can't
explain why
save
complete
everybody.
immunity to damage is strong.
But
What if I told you there was another hidden mechanic that the game doesn't
When-
tell you about, where the longer a player has gone without taking damage,
when the other medic and
faster
I
the minigun will
are
heal them.
sharing the brain cell, and
a
we
lot of you
both
probably never
keep
even
healing
realized
the
this was a
same,
thing, but once
the
you
same
start paying
target,
attention, the effect is really obvious. Players that have taken damage within the last 10
scrambles my
seconds will be
brain a
healed
lot.
at a rate of 24 health per second. However,
And
any
then it
longer than
triples.
that, and their healing rate will quickly build up over the course of 5 seconds, going up to 72 health per second if they haven't taken damage
and
for at
that
least
is literally
15
the only
seconds,
reason
which
they
is
call it crit heals,
substantially
because it's
this hidden
triple the
mechanic is
amount of
often
healing.
referred to as crit heals.
Yep,
and
there.
taking advantage of it can massively speed up how quickly you get
I
teammates healed
don't
up.
know why it's
With all that in mind, how should you go about healing?
like when I first heard the term crit heals, I thought it meant something like healing and then being
Now
able
with the
to
mechanics I explained
like,
up to this
increase your
point,
crit
you
chance
should
or
have
something
hopefully
like that.
figured out that you
no.
shouldn't just heal one person. Try and get everyone around you healed up and buffed within reason. Now, following a particular player around is known as being a pocket medic. This in of itself isn't a bad thing. In fact, it can be smart to position around a player that you think will do particularly well with your heals
I want
and
to talk
slash will
about some
keep you
things
alive.
a lot,
You can even bring
but
friends along with you
I
to
will
a game.
wait.
Well, actually, I don't
I will
have
wait
any
until he
friends.
gets to the crossbow.
Anyway, yeah, pocketing isn't a bad thing as long as you're healing everyone else nearby. If your pocket is fully buffed, or they just don't need it right away,
You could do
beam
when you
everyone
pocket,
else
you could do like a
It's smart to
70%
keep crit
focus
heals in
and
mind as well,
30%
since
on
those who
everyone
have
else.
crit heals can be worth beaming real quick to get more healing done much quicker. You can try and guess if people have crit heals, but because the effect is so drastic, you can easily check by just flash healing for a split second and spot the stupidly high healing rates. And even if they're full health, fresh out of spawn, it's still smart to use crit heals to get them buffed. While buffs may seem like the cherry on top, they are really strong and can alone win fights. Let's
Yeah.
do some math. Let's take the Dimmerman's grenade launcher, which does 100 damage upon direct hit. Soldier has 200 max health, so it takes 2 hits to kill him from full health. But if they're buffed, even by a single point, it now takes 3 hits to kill that soldier. And sure, they can achieve the same effect by equipping the battalion's
That's,
backup for 20 extra max health. But wait! If they have it equipped and get buffed, they now take 4
Like
hits.
keeping these
which is
numbers
even
in
more
your
than a heavy.
head.
But wait! If you overheal the heavy,
It's a thing with
they
like
take 5
deathmatch.
hits.
It's a thing
That's
what
only
we call
one example of the
deathmatch
impact
skills.
buffs can have. There's others like allowing light classes to survive quickscope headshots,
can't-
letting soldiers use rocket jumps to get to the fight quicker without missing a bunch of
my-
health, making the enemy sniper have to fully charge a headshot to kill a heavy, blah blah blah.
I think my
By
skill
the way,
with
all you really
keeping
need to
these
know
numbers
is
in
that
my
buffs
head,
are really
it's
strong,
okay,
and arguably more
but
impactful
I think
than
it's only
healing.
because I main
While
medic.
people can mash E to try and get your attention, such as the scout with 124 health, you should turn on this setting right here
Winter,
that makes teammates
hello,
automatically fall
welcome.
when below a certain health threshold.
How are
as
you
it will very
doing?
consistently
I'm
alert
a
you to nearby
little.
players who need healing.
I'm actually a little
You
peeved
can also
because I
change the
forgot
minigun
about
to
the
be a toggle
Steam
rather than needing to
maintenance,
hold the
Steam
fire
server
button down.
maintenance on
But don't
Tuesdays
just
at
heal
6
whoever
p.m.
presses E the most. It's a suggestion, not an order. Heal whoever you realistically can, and remember to prioritize whoever you think is going to do the most with it.
Yeah,
You do not
I'm-
have to save
oh,
everyone.
what is it, John? What
And
happened?
when your
Oh, my
soldier
OBS
loses a
crashed.
fight to a heavy, you have
That's what
one
happened.
secret weapon left. He's carrying a heavy weapon and has short legs. However, you're only carrying a scientific abomination, plus your legs are much longer in proportion to the rest of your body. So watch very closely as I show you the exact way to deal with this situation.
Offer seat. Oh, thank you.
As the medic, you are
Okay.
quite literally the
Here's-
most important player on your team.
I'll talk
Unlike
about-
the other classes that
hopefully-
can benefit from making plays that get them killed,
forgot
you
whether or
need to
not
do your
this
absolute
is
best to stay alive for as long as possible.
Part where
Not only can you not heal while
talks
dead,
about the
but you drop
crossbow,
any
but-
Uber you may have built upon
Winter,
death.
are you? Would you like
Plus, the knowledge that your death
you like
has
a
a
tea
high
party?
impact puts a
You know
massive
what?
target on your back for the enemy team.
You know what?
So have
I
fun
should
as they
make
go out of their way to kill you specifically.
just
So as
like
mentioned
just chatting
before,
streams
you
like
want to get the most healing and Ubers done
should
as
have
possible,
it formatted
or dying
like
as
a
little as
tea
possible.
party
Remember what I said about not
from
needing to
Three
save
Houses.
literally everyone? That in part applies if they're too far out of the way, such as a sniper that's far back.
Oh, is he talking
But
about
it applies even more so if going to heal that teammate puts you in danger. Medic, stop. You don't need to heal the spiders in the immediate lines. Medic, stop. It's not worth it. Medic, stop. Stop.
No.
Stop. Don't sacrifice yourself for teammates unless it is a literal game-winning play. You want the enemy to have to go through your teammates before being able to attack you. They are your meat shield.
And it's
if
not
you
really-
think
okay,
your
I
only
wouldn't
heal
say it's
target is about to die,
guaranteed
don't be afraid to leave them to buy yourself
with
more time to get
sacrificial
away.
plays, and that's
However,
fine.
having human meat shields won't prevent all enemies from being able to attack you. In fact, the most common classes to kill you in this situation
Not
are
every
all the
call
ones
that you
start
make
with the
will
letter S.
Be hard.
Scout being the fast boy, soldier being
work.
able to rocket jump
That's
over
okay.
a group to reach you, sniper being able to headshot you, and spy being able to sneak
There's
behind and
almost-
kill you instantly with a backstab.
I
With
trip at
scouts,
one
try
point.
to pay attention to flanks,
Wait,
as that's the most
what?
common way they will reach you. If you suspect an imminent
100
scout attack,
100
try and put
degrees
a teammate
Fahrenheit.
between you and them, as scouts will usually try to take advantage of whichever angle isn't covered.
I think it's
Sticking near a
97
sentry gun can make
degrees
you
right now
practically immune to
outside.
scout
Let me
attacks
check
for
my
obvious
phone.
reasons. Fun fact, when healing someone with a faster
It's
running
91.
speed than you, you'll
Ugh.
speed up to match their speed, meaning healing a friendly scout can get you out of sticky situations, especially if the scout runs the same direction as you. This has been Fun Fact. With Soldier,
So
watch
okay,
out.
so we actually there's a term for this, like when you heal a scout just to get out of there or get to the front lines quicker because you match his running speed. It's called taxi. It's called taxiing. To taxi a medic over there because you're giving him a free ride over to where he needs to be. At least I think that's the term for it. But anyway.
For them trying to rocket jump above and try to position a teammate between you and the soldier when this happens. However, this is dependent on the soldier's willingness to jump and if there's even the right amount of space to do so. Be very mindful about this on maps with lots of open space. While sentries aren't as big
You know
of
how
a
to
counter
surf
to
it?
soldier as they are for
It's
scout,
actually...
it does force the soldier to deal with it first before
You
attempting
can
to
actually
bomb you.
use this as medic.
With sniper, pay attention to what's in the distance.
You can.
One quick
It's
scope
actually
headshot
pretty
is enough
helpful
kill
to
you.
damage
And
surf
while you
as
can do a
medic.
bunch of
So
movement
let's
nonsense to make
say
it hard to hit you,
someone's shooting
the
at
most
you.
reliable way to not get headshot is to be in the sniper's sightline for as
There's
little
going to
time as
be
possible.
at least
Note that
some
if your patient crosses a sightline before
amount
you,
of
the
damage
beam may act as a
knockback.
signal for the sniper that you're coming. Briefly
So
detaching
what you
the
can
beam
do
and
is, like,
or delaying
you-
your entrance can
you
mind game
crouch
the
jump,
sniper into missing.
And then
With spy, pay
it'll
attention
knock
to
you
your
back, and then
surroundings
it'll
and
just
watch for
surf.
teammates
Actually,
acting weirdly. Either the scout is a spy or he's had too much prune juice.
ooh,
Anyway, you
I
can't
need to
just watch
show.
flanks like you can with scout or soldier.
If you
since
look
spy
on my
can turn
YouTube
invisible.
video where I
But do you
talk
know what
about
you can
TF2
do?
Classic
Turn
or
around.
TF2
Yeah, once you're
Classified,
locked onto a patient, you
one
can
of the
freely
clips that I
turn
have
around to
in
check
vanilla
for spies
TF2
without
shows
compromising
that
your healing
I
efficiency. You can shoot them to make them back off. put
I
teammates
used
between you,
a crit
and sure, you can
rocket
try to melee them,
blast
but,
away,
be
and I
careful if
surfed.
It looks like they want you to chase them.
so that
Note
I
that
wouldn't
because of their disguise, they can trick you
wouldn't
into
completely
healing or
crater
even
and
Ubering
die.
them. Pay attention to the signs of a spy because slipping up may result
And
in
oh
you
my
getting
god, I was
stabbed
left
by
with
the person you're healing.
when I
But with all these
when I took that
classes,
rocket,
and even more that
I
may
was at
find
a
themselves having
whopping
flanked
2
behind your
health.
team, the best thing
Oh
you can
god.
do is pay attention to your surroundings. Simply being aware of possible attack vectors will help you react to them quicker and more efficiently. You should do your best to never be surprised and try to foresee attacks coming.
Yeah, but the issue is that I have bad teammates and they won't protect me.
Look, I'm going to be blunt here, but that is a skill issue. Yes, sometimes your teammates are just incompetent, but if you find yourself dying a lot, it is not an issue with your teammates. That is an issue with you.
Awareness.
If you
please,
just blame your
please.
teammates, it's not going to get better, because you aren't taking accountability. Those who blame their mistakes on everything but themselves are doomed to repeat it. Me, I
Or-
am quoting myself to make me look smart.
or
Position
just-
around
just the
your teammates to
pyro
protect yourself
won't-
and keep those teammates healthy. As the healthier your allies
Won't-
are, the harder it is to
won't
kill
extinguish
you.
me.
Keeping teammates alive will often
While I'm
keep
burning.
you alive as well. Now, there
Or
will be
the heavy
situations where you get caught out and taken by
just
surprise,
eats
or
a sandwich
all
when
nearby
I'm
teammates
just
die,
a few feet
but
away.
remember
Like
that
you
you are
couldn't
the second
wait for
fastest
me
class in the
to like
game.
walk over there. Okay.
So run away.
Like
But you know how
surfing
classes like
ramps or
Soldier and
surfing
Demo
maps?
can damage themselves for extra
Um,
mobility? Well, if they're shooting explosives at you, try and catch the explosives with a
little
crouch jump
bit?
and surf the damage. It can even work with bullet fire, and you can also bait pyros into air blasting you away.
It's hard
Yes, good job, Pyro.
to actually
You, as the
apply that
short-range class,
in-
just pushed your target
in
away
real
from
games,
you. Get in
though.
the habit
I-
of crouch jumping when trying to get away.
I don't know how to-
damage will save your life
like, I
many
can't-
times against people trying to kill you.
There's like I can only think of two
yes,
instances
I
off the
see.
top of my head,
You have other items you can attack enemies
and
with.
they're not
Yeah,
even
okay, let's talk about that.
really too focused on the objective. I can think of two fort.
The syringe gun. You can use it
With
to attack
the
and even kill
sewers.
enemies. But notice how I didn't mention it at
You
all when
can-
talking about
You
self-preservation.
can do a funny little surf while charging with
not very
demo.
good at it.
And that's its
or
best use case as well. Not only is it not very strong,
That one
hell, the projectiles
ramp
you see
slide
don't even
when you're
match
doing
what the
that
server sees,
one-
but it's best used
that
in a
one jump
situation you
in
want to
high
be
tower,
avoiding in the
but
first
that's just
place.
about it.
Half the time, it won't even save you, especially against good players. And no, I'm not going to talk about Battle Medic because that is a meme strat. All this applies to the unlockable syringe guns as well, but then we have it.
Yes.
We're talking about the Crusader's crossbow, baby. If you want to be as effective as you possibly can on medic, just use this as your primary. The choice really is that easy. It will always be the best option. Syringe guns are a band-aid
that
solution
Boy-Based
for
Galaxy
self-defense
remix?
that doesn't work against better players and can usually be made up for with improved positioning. On the other hand, the crossbow gives you extra utility, allowing you to accomplish things that you actually want to be doing while playing medic. The weapon fires a single bolt that deals damage to enemies or heals allies on hit. Unlike other weapons in TF2, Crusaders has inverse fall off, meaning the damage and healing actually increase the further you are from your target. It also
Yeah,
reloads
so-
when you stow it,
okay,
letting
let
you
me
cycle
explain it.
between your
So-
metagun.
At the very least, you'll be doing 75 points of healing if you're just right up in their face. But most of the time, you're not even gonna be surgically attached to them. So you're gonna be doing around 80 or 90 points of healing, which is definitely better. And it feels really good when you do a skill shot on somebody and you save their life and prevent them from cratering. What else was I gonna do? Oh, right. He also doesn't mention this. Medics, they can still spy check. I kind of don't have to worry about spy checking because I kind of just instinctively shoot my teammates before healing them. Just, I mean, you know, it couldn't hurt to just, you know, top their health off with a crossbow so you don't have to walk over there and then heal them. But if you shoot a teammate and you hear the crunch, that is a spy. Make him run. So yeah, if you hear a crunch instead of the healing sound effect when you hit a teammate with a crossbow, that's a spy.
And firing off bolts without any downtime whatsoever. Crusaders does a lot for Medic's kit, but the big two are ranged and burst healing. The only way Medic can heal a teammate outside of their usual Medigun range is by hitting one of these bolts. That alone can let you position more safely and stay alive longer while still doing your job of keeping teammates alive. And that burst healing allows you to clutch out fights that would be otherwise unwinnable. Even the minimum 75 health that a shot into a teammate provides will more than double your total healing output compared to just leaving your metagun attached, provided you actually hit the shot. There are situations where your frontlining demo or heavy must be arrow tank to survive. Beam just won't cut it, and them surviving can often mean a one push or even a captured objective. Turns out you don't need to defend yourself as often if you could just keep your teammates alive instead. And of course, the feeling of hitting those crazy bolts to save a teammate from certain death is just irreplaceable.
Yes.
Crusaders is simply too good and too fun not to use.
Well, actually, there was this one time when there were 3 low-health spies that tried to kill me, and I was able to defeat them all with the sustained damage of the...
Like, sure, use the syringe guns if you feel like it, or you haven't got the crossbow yet. Just don't gaslight yourself into thinking it's actually good. And then there's the Medic's melee. The Bone Saw,
Okay,
which
wait,
deals
wait,
65
wait.
damage with an
I need
0.8
to
second
address
attack
this.
interval.
So, if you want to get better at aiming, boot up medieval mode. Because the crossbow is allowed on that map. Or I guess maps plural now. I still haven't gotten used to the fact that there are multiple medieval maps now. So just use the crossbow. Practice your aim there and it'll still be fun. Like if you don't want to go through the mundanity of mundanity? There it is. Of TR Walkway, just boot up some medieval mode. Have some fun with it.
Just like other stock melees. There's not much special to say about it. It's not terrible, but there are 4 unlockable melees, and I promise there won't be as big of a power gap as the crossbow. The Amputator allows you to heal multiple people at once, but doing so sticks you in this taunt animation which a certain class can completely screw you over with. A fun gimmick, but a skilled medic will almost always be able to heal a group faster without it. The Vitasaur is the only medic melee that's actually bad. You get organs when hitting enemies with it, which lets you retain 15% uber on death, up to a max of 60% at 4 organs. However, that involves you having to hit the enemy 4 times without dying, then die while being at or above 60% uber. If you die with less uber, those organs are wasted, and if you never die at all,
So
then
situational.
what's the point? And that
I really
downside
don't
of
know
minus
how
10
to
max health just
fix
makes
that
you die
thing.
more often. So
but
unfortunately, it's
hey,
really not worth it.
It plays a
On
different
the
sound
opposite
when
end
you
of the
taunt with
spectrum,
it.
we have the Ubersaur.
Oh,
While with the Vitasaur, getting
The
4
meta.
hits allows you to keep 60% Uber if you die, and if you had that much Uber when you died, getting 4 hits with the Ubersaur
just
just
get
gives
Uber.
you full Uber right there and then. Yeah, pretty simply, getting a hit with this thing instantly gives you 25% Uber, all for a 20% slower firing speed. An instant boost to your Uber can be super strong because Uber is super strong. However, it is a bit of a beginner trap. Sure, 25% Uber is 25% Uber, and it can be really strong if you play your cards right, but play your cards wrong or don't
tempted
get
to
that random
al-
crit,
I've
and
al-
you've
I've
just
always been
dropped an
tempted
Uber.
to just
Simply having it equipped
oh
tempts
God.
you into attacking people, which in a lot of situations will get you killed unless you really think it through. Everyone likes to use the Ubersaur because it's hype and undeniably strong, but now I'm going to say something that may be a big shock to some of you. The Solemn Vow is just as good as the Uber Sword. The
And
Solemn Vow
this
gives you
is
the
what I was
ability to see
talking
enemy
about
health and
with
Uber
just
percentage by aiming at them, an ability normally exclusive to Spy, and for half the downside of the Uber
okay,
Sword.
I
Not
guess.
to mention the effect is passive,
Since I
so you
said
don't even
that
need to pull it out to take
75%
advantage
of
of its
medics,
upside. Seeing enemy
I mean,
health
this
and
is just
Uber
a
may not
guess.
seem too strong on paper, but it
and
helps
75% medics actually do mask their Uber
something
and
you want
don't
as medic.
shout at the
You
top
know
of
when
their
enemies
lungs,
are hurt
I
and
am
might
fully
back
charged.
off. You know when the enemy medic is about to pop instead of having to guess.
That.
Hell, just to make the crossbow even stronger, you can even know for absolute certain if hitting an enemy with the crossbow will kill them. It helps you defend yourself by giving you the information to help you stay alive, and even knowing when to go for cheeky kills that you otherwise may not have been so sure about. The Solemn Vow is strong, and better for new players than the Uber Sword. Its downside
don't
only
know.
matters if you even pull it out, but you don't need to pull it out to take advantage of the upside. And then we have the big boys, the 4 miniguns.
If somebody
The most notable
changes my
difference between all
loadout
of
with
them
a
is that
redeem
the
today,
Uber charges all
and
function completely
says I
differently,
need to use the Solemn
which
Vow?
massively affects
Sure.
the strategy of using them.
Why not?
The crit streak builds Uber 25% faster, and instead of granting invulnerability, makes your patient deal guaranteed critical hits. This can be incredibly destructive, but note that it
Why
doesn't
are
protect
you
you
using your
whatsoever.
offense?
Sure, you can kill lots of enemies really fast with a crit Uber, but if threats aren't dealt with quickly, you can very much die
Crits
mid-Uber.
don't work
Other
on
than its increased build rate and Uber
sentries.
effect, it's identical to stock. Is good for offensive pushes, but won't protect you. The quick fix heals 40% faster and builds Uber 10% faster, but can only overheal half as much. But wait! Because it can't overheal as much, it never reaches the threshold that slows down Uber build, so it typically builds even faster. It also has the bonus effect of mirroring the blast jumps and shield charges of your patient. This can be fun to mess around with,
never
but be
used this
careful of
correctly.
players that might
Use
not
that
have
feature
noticed
correctly.
you're running quick fix. Anyway, its Uber turns the quick
Keep
fix into
forgetting
the quicker fix,
that it mirrors
tripling the healing rate, providing complete
Demo-
immunity to
Demo
all
Knight
forms of
shield
knockback,
charges.
and applying the same effects to you.
And I just
However, it
go
only
flying
heals fast.
forward.
It doesn't reduce incoming damage, so high amounts of burst damage is still lethal.
I didn't record it,
Then you
but
have
I
the
actually got
Vaccinator.
trick
You
stabbed
press reload to cycle between bullet, explosive,
by
and fire
zooming,
resistance.
but because
While
I
healing,
zoomed past
you
a
and your
spy
target
with
will
a
take
shield
10%
charge.
less damage from the current type. It builds Uber faster and can hold up to 4 of them, but it overhealed slower and builds
And
Uber
the spy
slower
mattered
on
toward me.
overhealed targets. When an Uber is used, it creates a bubble shield around the medic and their patient correlating to the currently selected
Okay,
damage
actually,
type,
no, okay, no,
granting
I
a
gotta turn this back
75%
on.
resistance and
This-
complete critical hit immunity against that damage type.
This is annoying.
Basically, to use the Vaccinator, you need to use a lot of brain power and foresee different types of attacks coming. The
It's
bubble
annoying
you
for me
popped
to
can be
use,
rendered
it's annoying for
useless
me to
if you
play
activate
against.
the wrong damage type. Not to mention, there is no protection whatsoever against melee attacks. It can be strong, but the bubbles lack the sheer power of a proper Uber.
Yeah.
But none of these Uber types are as universally powerful as the good old stock Uber. Sure, crits can kill
beautiful.
enemies fast, quick fix can heal super fast, and Vax can protect you against specific damage types, but stock Uber is so strong because it removes death as a possibility. As long as you're careful to not get knocked into a death pit,
I would
which
say
many
quick
maps
fix
don't
is
even have,
good
you
for-
literally cannot be killed during a stock Uber.
If
which
everyone
makes
is
it so versatile
just
because you can do so
dying
many things with
a
that.
lot at the same
You can
time.
use it offensively, defensively, to save teammates or kill enemies.
Can't-
Other
'cause
miniguns
you
spec
can't
into specific niches,
stock Uber
which when
on
used
multiple
right can be
people,
strong, but
unless
stock
you
does it all.
want it to-
This
want your
does
Uber to
make the
burn
other
out
Ubers more
really,
straightforward
really
in how
fast.
you should use them, as stock is the hardest Uber to think about. But it's also harder for it to go wrong. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to be talking only in the
Check.
context of the stock Uber charge here, since it is just so strong and versatile. If you want breakdowns of the other miniguns or just more detailed breakdowns on medic stuff in general, go check out Theorywise's channel. He's the guy from earlier who talked about the crossbow and helped brainstorm this video. Super underrated if you want to get better at medic. Anyway, Uber makes you for 8 seconds, however switching targets will cut half a second from the remaining duration. The effect will linger for an extra second once the beam is broken or the Uber runs out, which can allow you to quickly flash multiple teammates to briefly make them all invulnerable at once, at the cost of duration. This can be especially useful to push your team through a tight door, though most of the time, you will generally pick one person to use the entire Uber on. It should also be noted that Uber charge does not prevent knockback. This means you still need to watch out for certain attacks, like explosives, sentry guns, and especially pyros. Pyro's air blast is not affected by the stock Uber, and sending you into a death pit is one of the few ways you can kill an Ubered medic. Be very careful of
shit.
nearby death pits
shit,
and
we're so
pyros
bad.
when going in for an Uber. Even if
shit,
there
we're so
is no
bad.
death pit, an
So- We're so back. We're so back. Hold on. Why isn't... Okay, there we are. Perfect. Oh, okay. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. We are so back. And nothing like this to hype me up. Where were all of you when the MVM trailer dropped? Ooh, upward. Okay. I want to play at least like one full round on each map. What? Okay, which one's the fucking... See, I've been taking a lot. I think we're back. I swear to God. This shit crashes again. Okay. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. Let me in. Let me in. Okay. Let me just check and see if my stream is still up. It is working as intended. Working as intended. Working as intended. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, what the? Okay, gaslight me. Please. Please don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh wait, hi Hacks. Hi. We have gone through a bunch of technical difficulties. Well, one of them is not technically a technical difficulty, but rather it's just the entire Steam server maintenance that happens every Tuesday at 6 p.m. So that's just great. That's wonderful. And I swear to God, if something crashes again, I'm actually going to just switch over to another game. Maybe Three Hopes. Speaking of which, somebody for my birthday actually gave me the blueprints to, I don't know, wait, blueprints or files to 3D print a replica of Erevar. I want to make Erevar. I mean, I still have to paint it, and I think that's going to be the most difficult part. It's being very detailed. Okay. What are we dealing with? Like, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Okay. One more try. One more try. TF2, please. I have not streamed this in forever. I would like to stream this. I need to put what is it? This thing called incorporate this one feature called blurp, where you get to do channel redeems and that play sounds like a. I want to do. This one. I want to play this sound. Somebody made a demo man version of it. Okay. Please. I beg upon the heavens. I beg upon the heavens. I wonder if I should get that demo man crown. I need to write a pinned tweet for my account as well. That's another thing that I need to do. I was taking some notes on some VTuber guides, and having a pinned tweet is important. I have to put my email on there. Just a lot. I was taking some... Oops. I think you crashed again. Yeah, I did. I did. TF2 is a perfectly optimized game. Except it's not. It's not. It really isn't. Okay. Come on. Excellent. Okay, actually, I do have to play medic though. Alright. Allow me to show you how you apply all of the knowledge that was in the video. Whoa, God. Ah!